Okay, let's talk theory first. So one thing I want you to change in most of it is using this C major chord. So you did put in C major chords when you started on the A string, but we have a goal of practicing these shapes here. So although that yes, that's absolutely a C chord, but I'm being picky right now. I want you to work on that one to get used to that chord shape. So that's one thing we're going to change. Let's see. That's number 2. So let's go here, number 1 for the key G. So a lot of stuff is good. Just some stuff I'd like you to try some different things. So with this one, what I have set up, actually I need to put in the mode name here. So here's what you originally had, and what I'd like you to do here is find a different place to play chords 2 and 1, and then I'll have you compare the two. Before I forget, everything else that's not touched in any way, you can go ahead and run through all those if you have not yet done so, and just get the whole one and done thing over with. Because you know that I sign out for the next couple of days after turning everyone's stuff in on Thursday, so whatever stuff you send in, I will be able to check it out on Sunday and get back to you then right away. Anyway, so yeah, pick another place for chords 2 and 1, and then send that over so I can see what you come up with and see if it's what I was thinking. And then we'll have you compare the two ways, see which one you like best, and we'll stick with whichever one feels easiest to you. But I think you might like what I'm thinking of a little bit better. I could be wrong. We'll find out. Let's see. Oh, so yeah, here, when you have the C chord show up, you put it in exactly how we want. But then after that, it's always this way instead. So just want you to go fill those back in with the way we're working on right now. That one, that movable shape. Let's see. So that's everything, yes, for the key G. So basically, do the comparison thing at the top for the E Aeolian progression. And then refill all those C chords that you had starting on the A string to use the bar chord and not the open one. So you might wonder, like, well, what about these? Those are open. Like, yes, those are. However, those shapes are still those shapes. So we are using those shapes. We're just playing them in the open position. So, moving those shapes around. It's basically this C chord shape here is moving this A major shape around. Alright, so the next key a bit more on this one. See, I screwed up having that G string written there. Because I was trying to just go the D, E, and then A string, and it should have been like D, E, A, D, E, A over and over again. So that's definitely my fault. So yeah, anytime you come across something like that, you're like, well, what the hell is this? Just send me a message, and I will correct it as soon as I can. So yeah, this one here for that C chord, same thing as before. Change it to the bar chord instead of the open one. For the C Mixolydian progression, want you to try finding a different place for chord number 6 and see what you think. There's another place I'm thinking of. I feel you move around less on the fretboard. So see if you can, pick another place for that D minor chord. Send it over. We'll see what you think. Or we'll send it over. I'll let you know if that's the chord I'm thinking of, and then we'll have you compare those two. So the E Locrian one, I'm thinking of a whole different route on this guy. So these are all correct, but I'm thinking of another way I believe you will find more efficient. So same thing with this guy. Once you fill in the new ways, send them on over. So we send it all over at once. But yeah, we'll have you compare the original and the new way. I just want to see, does the chords for the new way, is that what I was thinking? And we'll just, yeah, we'll go from there. Everything good for G Dorian, and yeah, B flat Lydian, that's the one I screwed up with. So let's just try one more time, starting on the A string there. But all that's good there, what you had. Then F Ionian, just put in the bar chord, the C bar chord for that, as well as the A Phrygian. So just like the key of G, put in the bar chords for the C chords that are currently blank. We'll retry the B. Oh, I didn't even notice that. B flat, or ooh, I just gave it away. B Lydian is incorrect. B Lydian has all kinds of different notes. So fix that. So update the B Lydian to the appropriate mode name. I'm not going to say what, although I just kind of gave it away. And then we'll try that progression again, starting on the A string. So the E Locrian mode, or E Locrian progression. Find new places for those three chords. For the C Mixolydian, find a new place for that chord, and that is it. Alright, so to the newest stuff, so yeah, the string memorization will be 5 strings at a time now. And newest rhythm is going to use all 3 of the different gallops you've learned. And this is going to tie into I feel a confusing, challenging rhythm. So that'll happen in 2 weeks from now. So we got this one, get really solid at this rhythm, and then we're going to change it a little bit, and then change it change it a few times. So I think it'll be 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, lots of changes here. I would say that this rhythm, even though it's the 3 different gallops you've worked on, will actually be easier to do than the previous week, because you only have that drunken gallop in there once. So you most likely you'll be able to get this one a bit faster. So as always, try figuring out the count first before I demonstrate. So here we go. The new rhythm. 1. Actually, I'll say the rhythm as I count it off. 1 and a 2E and 3E, a 4. 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 Turn this metronome up a little. Alright, let's go to 100 next. Uh-oh. Clicked off the wrong thing. There we go. Alright, 100. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2 and 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 3. Felt like it was a bad change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2 and 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 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's go 160 for the repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, sweet picking. So this one's an interesting one. So it is a combination of an F major chord and an A minor. So this is taking the A minor shape you learned and sticking an F at the bottom of it, making it an F major 7. The fingers for this. I don't use this fingering that you learned and practiced already. That's because of that stretch at the bottom. So trying to hold my hand like this for that stretch, that does not work for me at all. And if I use this set of fingers, like it automatically makes my hand kind of collapse this way. See how my hand's like this instead of like this? So if my hand's like this, like I want to use different set of fingers for like the whole step stuff. Whereas I'm down here trying to keep my hand even, I do not use these fingers. I got to do it like this. So because of that, I feel best using these fingers for this shape. So first, fourth, and then ring finger, middle, ring finger, first. So over here, when we did the minor 7 flat 5, we had that minor chord arpeggio in here. But because we're not doing a whole step like that, we're just doing a 1.5 step stretch, that suits my hand quite well. Even if I did it, say, over here, that works quite well. But as soon as I go to the F, instead of the F sharp, now my hand wants to do it like this. So, I would say try it both ways. See what you feel best with. If your hand feels okay sticking with that and using the same fingers that you did before, and you can hit that F okay, that's fine. I just prefer doing it this way. Because yeah, I just feel like my hand's got to do like this weird shifting thing and I hate it. So yeah, I will use a different set of fingers for this. Again, going first, fourth, third, second, third, first. Pinky, first, third, second, third, fourth. So you can do it that way or do the original way, just hitting that F down there. So try both ways, see what feels best for you, because either way is fine. There's no really right or wrong answer when it comes to this shape. But here it is at 60. 1. Should change pickups here. I like the way it sounds better on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. $120, 1, 2, 3, 4. $180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I believe that was that. Yep, the scale stuff. Yep. Right. Yep, that covered everything. Okay. So yeah, if any questions come up, let me know. And just when you got stuff filled in, send it over as soon as you got it. If it is before Sunday, I will just respond as soon as I get back to things on Sunday. And there we go. All right. See you again next week.